What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Black Ronin back on that again with another banger for y'all's out here today there, y'all. But guys, welcome on back to the channel. And guys, I got a different type of topic I want to go over because I noticed my one video I did, a while back, what about a few days ago, about a week ago, on title, she proves that nerds are winning the most in life. And I say, you know what, that video did pretty good. So I say, you know what, let me touch on more of the nerd culture and, shed some light about. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. This might just be a new type of trend. Maybe I might just enlight it or just start it. I don't know. But guys, I gotta talk about nerd maxing and how to make the most out of it. So if you're a young dude out there and you're on the nerdier side like myself, but you don't know how to maneuver in terms of, getting women and all that stuff, I'm gonna help you out here real quick. Now, it's nothing wrong with being a nerd, guys. It's just you gotta know how to maneuver with it. So the first thing you gotta do, you can't be antisocial. I get it, hey, we love our video games, we love comic books, we love a lot of different stuff. And yeah, we're very passionate about, and very specific things. It doesn't have to be the basics, like you can be a reptile nerd like me, love a bunch of reptiles, I know a crap ton about them. Or heck, you might just be a Hot Wheels nerd and know all about every Hot Wheel car ever made. Star Wars nerd, you just collect Star Wars, merchandise, for years, got a lot of them out there. But how do you maneuver in a way where it's like you're nerdy, but at the same time you're appealing? And you want to be right in that sweet spot because there is not a lot of dudes I meet who are nerdy who really understand that sweet spot to be in as a nerdy dude. I don't really meet that, like too often. So the first thing you need to do, you got to work on your social skills. So this helps if you have a job. So if you got a job where you actually talk to people on the regular, this is automatically going to boost your social skills by a long shot. And on top of that, start cold approaching some girls. But before you start cold approaching, well, you know what, you can, but there's one thing I think you should do before to make yourself stand out. And also you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to have a lot more confidence with this. And that is working out. Yes, guys, hit the gym, take care of yourself. Don't be a slob out here, because I know when people think of nerves, they're going to be like, incel, fat as hell, smells bad, glasses. And I'm going to get to glasses in a second because I got to get on that boy, FitX Fearless, because you can pull a woman with glasses on. I don't think it hurts your attraction at drastically horrible like he claims to be. But I'm gonna get to that in a second. But guys, definitely work out and take care of yourself. That is a big one right there. You're gonna stand out from a lot of nerds too. And think about when you pull up the Comic-Con and you're all dressed up, whatever costume you got, whether you be Sub-Zero or you be Scorpion or any Marvel characters, Spider-Man, all these different type of characters, that you're going to pull up with. Some of y'all motherfuckers like to make the suits and shit from scratch and, make your own shit like literally like the heroes in the comics, take the time and going through just doing it all from scratch. Some of y'all out there that actually be doing that. And I'm going to tell y'all, hey, when you are shredded and like you're a nerd that got some muscle on you, muscle mass like myself up here, and then you put on that costume, man, you're really gonna really stand out here. I'll tell you, especially when you pull up the Comic-Con. Not too many people are gonna come across as really like in shape like that. So being in shape is definitely important. Now let's move on to glasses. Now when it comes down to glasses, I disagree with a lot of motherfuckers talking about oh, get them glasses off, 4 eyes and all that shit. Listen, you can look dang on good with some glasses on. Very, very presentable. Take a look at Robert Downey Jr. His character as on Tony Stark. Come on. Y'all think any woman finna turn down Tony Stark? Let's just be honest. Like, like get out of here with that. FitX Fearless, like, don't get me wrong, he makes a lot of good points at times. I will give him that. But when it comes down to glasses, he got motherfuckers out here thinking like that shit is the end of the world. It's fucking up your looks. Nah. And in fact, you know, like, heck, you can look pretty solid with some glasses on. So, you know, like, don't stress heavily with when it comes down to glasses. Like, hell, look at me. Like, just right now. And heck, look at this picture right here. Me wearing glasses. Does that look like that's messing up my looks whatsoever? Now, of course, I have came on camera, you know, like I be a little rough on camera at times, you know. Like if I work out early in the morning, you know, I ain't got the beard all, you know, nice and, you know, dialed in like I usually do, you know. But yeah, if I ain't got the hair on point, whatever the case may be, you know, it's mainly just self-care, you know, like you take the time and get yourself like everything else on point. Like everything else is just gonna flow nicely. So don't worry about the glasses. Like at the end of the day, you know, like you get some muscle mass on you, take care of yourself, work on them social skills, you know, smell good. That's a big one. You know, man, like that's the place that you want to be. You know, a nerd with, you know, a sense of style and also, you know, just of but you're also still smart, you know, like you're still aware, you know, you can definitely still tell that, you know, yeah, this is a nerdy person, but he's right in that sweet spot where it's like if you're a woman, be like, you know, I'm pretty proud to be just outside with this dude, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, he's nerdy, but off rip, ain't nobody really gonna know that until he opened his mouth. But even then, you know, like he still has a certain type of aura to him where he can get away with that. So that's the dude that you know, would want to be like. Now, at the end of the day, be yourself at the end of the day. You know, like a lot of y'all may look at this and be like, I don't want to do all that. Work out, do all that. I ain't trying to be big and buff like that, like or just shredded. I don't want to do all that. That's cool, but at least make your face and stuff look presentable, you know, brush your teeth, you know, take care of your hair and do all that stuff. Play around with different hairstyles. But yeah, you know, presentable as much as you can. And then moving on to another thing I got to get into. When it comes down to, you know, being that special type of nerd that's like right in that sweet spot for a lot of women, you got to have a sense of style to you. Now, when it comes down to, you know, dressing up like a nerd and stuff, you know, you can definitely wear a lot of, you know, still a lot of your favorite cartoon characters. But I would personally recommend, this is why I say work out. You know, wear those like compression shirts. You know, if it's like a Spider-Man compression shirt or like Wolverine, you know, anything like that. If it's a compression shirt and it like really hugs your physique really nicely, I would definitely wear something like that. You know, wear like slim fitted clothes, you know, something that really fits you. That's what I would personally recommend. So yeah, if you can do that, oh man, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be man, you're gonna be doing pretty good out there. Yeah, so slim fitted clothes is definitely a must. Now I will say a fair warning, when you start to work on your fashion as a dude and also just working out in general, there is a drawback in terms of like certain people you're going to attract, which actually, if you watch my last video, I talked about the DL dudes. Yeah, the DL men out there. And on top of that, you know, the alphabet community, you're going to attract them at some point. Best believe it. Now, hey, is that your cup of tea? I ain't knocking you, but hey, if you're a straight man like myself, be aware for that BS is coming, unfortunately. But don't be an asshole about it, you know. Treat everybody with respect, you know, be like, hey man, respectfully, I don't fuck with that, you know, respectfully, man, and just keep it pushing. But be aware, you know, you're gonna see like a lot of dudes being exposed when you start to level up your body and start to get that sense of style towards you, because man, the amount of dudes you're gonna see come out the closet, you're gonna be like literally you would not see it coming. Like you'll be like, oh, like you'll just be talking with this one dude and be like, and then all of a sudden this dude would be like, hey, by the way, you was a pretty motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie. And can I get your number? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, we were literally just talking about like cars and shit, and then you just spun the whole conversation and like, I tell y'all, like, you'll be surprised at some of the dudes that, like, these dudes will shock you. Hell, you will see these dudes with full on, like, relationships with their girls. And then they'll still come around on some fuck shit like this. But, hey, be aware of that. And as for women, oh, you gonna come across some interesting women as well. I don't know why, but whenever you throw on some muscle mass and you start to, take care of yourself and stuff like that, I don't know if it just applies mainly to like if you got a more nerdier look, but you're still athletic and got a nice build to you. I don't know what it is, but like when it comes down to women, I just be attracting like the craziest ones, and they don't even look all that great. It's like the women I attract at times. Don't get me wrong, some of them do look really really good, but a lot of them I'm like, nah, and they crazy. Some of them just got like the amount of women that just come my way, straight out of prison, done this, done X, Y, and Z, and I hear their whole life story like. I'm just like, hey, respectfully, I'm not trying to deal with that. You sound crazy as hell. Like I'm good on that. I ain't knocking people, hey, like if you've been to prison, hey, you did your time, whatever the case may be. Hey, I'm not here to judge you, but at the end of the day, nah, I don't know how I feel about having you around, and I'm good, Now, hey, if it's a misdemeanor or whatsoever, or like once I really understand that person, maybe it can work, but you gonna meet some crazy ones. I'll tell you all that, but that's why you gotta put yourself out there. Work on the social skills. Put yourself out there. Try to get the woman that you want, and yeah, and guess what? When you pull up the Comic-Con, you're going to annihilate your entire competition out there. But that's all I gotta say there, y'all. It's your boy Al. Well, I almost said my name. Well, yeah, that is my name, but that's usually how I end my other YouTube channel, Storm Dagger Films. You can check that shit out too. But it's your boy Black Ronin. Like and subscribe, share. Y'all take it easy. I know I just licked my lips. Y'all probably wondering like, what the hell? Listen, my lips be dry as hell at times, and I'm in the desert. It's a dry heat, so like the lip balm, moisturizer shit, it don't do a whole lot for me out here. Like versus back in Florida, where you always sweating, so like you're not really finna have no dry lips. But that's really all I gotta say, guys. It's your boy Black Ronin. Like and subscribe, share. I'll be catching y'all on the next one.